I'm gonna run you through the whole spiel. So I'm gonna turn that like that and go ahead and grab it. Yep, left hand underneath, this one on top. You know, you can angle it down and let the glass flow off. You can be horizontal, which is like neutral, like it's not getting longer or shorter. Or if it's getting too long, you can angle it up slightly. Work all those fingers to try and turn the pipe back and front. Exactly, just kind of get used to that. So I set it on the sill, and then my hand is hot right now, so it always comes back. Angle it, plunge it in, as best you can tell, 2 inches. Start turning, keep turning, and angle it up to horizontal. Pull it back, keep turning, pull it out. Now at this point, there's something called the cap off, which is kind of hard to do. But I think what I'll do with you is I'll have you just start the bubble the old school way. We'll use the gate method. You come up to it and you set it at the front rail and you keep it turning, you keep it on center, and you open it up like a gate, and you step in and you turn your hands the other way, and you're careful not to grab it. This is the point where people burn their hand the most. They grab it. Don't do it. I'm gonna knock your hand out of the way if you do. The pipe is way over here like this, so you scoot it back. And then we can pick up a paper and we can shape it a little bit. It's pretty chilly. I can't speed this thing up. I'm just gonna have you go like this and blow like this. Now you can't see what's happening at all, so I'll stand on the other end saying, keep blowing, keep blowing. That's the old school way, like the old school way. The only one old school way is where you cap off and you actually put pressure in the pipe and you trap it with your thumb. Like that. A way that you can put pressure in the pipe and keep pressure and then watch the bubble come out. The whole experience of trying to make this ash glass, I mean, you know, it's like 2,000 years of glass makers figuring this out and perfecting it, and it's kind of humbling in a way. I felt like I was communing with some sort of ancient craft brethren, you know what I mean? It's a little thinner on the bottom. It's a little thicker up here on the sides. I mean, I would probably just try to core out on the sides. But you could get quite a few lenses out of one thing, which is kind of cool. Go ahead and set it on the sill. I'll close the door up a little bit, and then angle and search for that glass. A little faster, 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 faster. Now just curl your thumb around the edge so you're actually shaping and keeping everything on center on the point too. Let's give it a little heat, and it'll start to get wobbly in there as you heat it, and you never want to get it hotter than you can control. Okay. And so at some point you'll realize I'm keeping up with it, but it's getting runnier, and at some point I'm not going to be able to keep up with it, and then that's kind of your cue, like, okay, maybe I should come out, you know. Okay. But you're always trying to push that heat barrier. So pause right about there, tip of it. I think that's looking pretty good. I think you should come out and just kind of keep an eye on the tip if you can to keep it on center, because it's really important as the bubble comes out that it stays on center. So go ahead and start blowing. Keep coming, here it comes. It's about the size of a pea. It's approaching a grape. Take a look at it. It's a really good first bubble. If you spin it a little faster, you can see how it's off center, and it's a little bit off, and it's cooled off, so it's not going to fall, you know, very rapidly. But that'll help putting that high spot up. I pushed you in a little further, but that's okay. You can get more glass that way. Pick up the paper with a big open palm, and you want to paper the moil too. This is the moil, so go ahead. You just go ahead and lay it on there and start turning. Kind of keep it moving, you know. You never really like stop with the paper, you know. That's really good. Okay, I would stop and give it some air again. Hang on, take a look. Really nice even bubble. Now just like I would set it at the rails and just work on keeping it centered. It's okay, slow it down, horizontal, or just push that up, kind of even, yeah, exactly. And now see there's one there. Now just push that one a little bit, perfect. Now, start to roll it with your hand here. There's a little thing on the end, but we'll fix that in the heat. I'll see this lump on the moil. Try to push that out too as you go. Andy, you have some aptitude. Seriously, stand up and give it a little air to round that bubble out a little bit. And then we're gonna give it a little heat. So just work really hard on keeping it on center, okay? And this is the speed you're looking for, go for it. And paper the side and the moil, don't move around too much. And just wrap your thumb around to kind of get that wrinkle out of that tip. You have to kind of hold all of it at once. I would stand up, give it a little puff, and we'll get another gather. Yeehaw! It's okay, that's okay. Glass can fall on the floor, even more can. Try and get this bump out here a little bit. Just get the whole thing nice and round. Try and round that out a little bit. Great, let's give it some heat. The flame comes in about 9-10 inches back, so that's why you have to be in there pretty far. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna heat this, come back to the bench, and you'll stay standing like you're gonna blow it, right? And we're just gonna angle it and let it stretch a little bit and blow, stretch, blow, stretch. So let's give it some heat right in this area, and then I'll have you pick up the jacks as if you're going to stab something, right? I think that's great, man. That bubble's gonna come right off, right there. It's perfect. So we wanna get this thing round, right? Yeah. I would just give it a little heat, give it a little puff, just puff it round. I'd stop there. There you go.